On today's edition of Sports Card ASMR, we are going back to 1990 with this Flair rack pack and this bundle of Donruss 90. And we're going to pit these two packs together in a 9-on-9 full squad price guide battle. Oh, it's going to be a doozy. Welcome to Sports Card ASMR. I am the Sports Card Doctor. We're very happy that you are here today on the channel that combines sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation. We'd love for you to consider subscribing to the channel, leaving us a like or a thumbs up, a nice comment. You can hype the video up. You can also leave a super thanks to help the operations. But most importantly, we're glad you're here. And tell friends what we do here. Alright, I'm excited to get to this one today. I like this wrinkle on the classic price guide battles we do here. Oh, I gotta be able to see. Alright, we can see. Also, I will say a little, I guess a technical thing. It's really hot. The studio here at Sports Card ASMR Studios is hot, and I have this fan here. Now I'm not going to turn it on. That's a little loud, right? Probably woke you up. I apologize. But it does have a spray bottle on it. So occasionally, to cool myself down, you might hear me spraying myself in the face. Giggity. Alright, since we're opening up some cards, that means we might get ourselves some sports card legends or some cards of note and value. And if that's the case, we'll set them aside here. And you're asking yourself, what are some previous sports card legends here? Well, the greatest of all times are Mark Malone and Sean Landeta in the Sports Card ASMR Hall of Fame. When we reach 5,000 subs, we're going to induct another card. And it could be one of these cards, like Pants Too High, Jerry Don Gleaton. The trifecta of Brian Downings. If you know, you know. Pete Rozelle and his comb-over. Looking to the future, keep Brian Hayes. The bowler extraordinaire, John Burkett, and his acid-washed denim jeans. We've got Christian Slater from Robin Hood. The sonogram of Ruben Sierra. And of course, the front runner for the 5,000 milestone Hall of Fame induction, Bale O'Hay, one of the greatest players of our time. All right. Before we open up the packs, let's see what price guide we're going to use today. Going back to a classic, and we've used this one before. I think I don't have any new Beckett's to show you all, but this one's from April of 1990, which means we're going to get pure, fresh pricing on these two packs of cards there. It's been a while since I've used this one, so let's take a peek. Predictions. Well, let's see. Oh wow, they predicted the Royals first over the A's. The Brewers, not the Red Sox. Let's see where did they put the Reds? They predicted the Reds to finish fourth. Of course, in 1990, the Reds with Eric Davis went wire to wire. Look at that. And then met Pittsburgh in the NLCS, right? Yeah. Crazy. All right. We have got the hot and cold from April of 1990. Let's dive into this one. baseball himself, Don Mattingly, Greg Olson, Greg Vaughn, John Olerud and his helmet, Mike Greenwell, Wade Boggs, all of 1990 Upper Deck, all of 1989 Upper Deck, Dwight Smith, Tony Gwynn, Tom Gordon, Fred McGriff, Mike Schmidt, Mark McGuire. Cold, Pete Rose, as was the style at the time, Greg Jeffries, Ouch Babe, Spuds, Chris Sabo, Gary Sheffield, also Jose Canseco, Darryl Strawberry, all of Sports Flicks, now and forever. Sport Flicks. You know, I always say Sports Flicks. Sport Flicks. Matty No Noakes, Matt Noakes, Sam Horn, and also Don Mattingly. Hurting me as a Yankee fan. Let's look through the price guide here. Into the conventions, and we were very close with our Albany, New York pick. So, here we go. If you were in Kent, Washington, at the Kent Sport Card Show at the Kent Masonic Hall. Were you in a cult in a secret organization and collecting cards? Up there on 805 East Smith Street, April 14th, 1990. Were you there? Comment down below. Look at that, the first sets of the decade are out and about. Here are the card critics' ratings of the 1990 Donruss and Topps sets. Topps 2 stars. Donruss 4 stars. Interesting. Look at this, back, way back. Holy cow. A grand slam for Donruss. Yep. My attention was captured by the brilliant red borders. No stripes, no lines, no clever patterns. Beauty conveyed by a single color. I like the, quote, specs on the borders, too. The splendid front design is balanced by the script style player name. We think those are hard to read. And the traditional Diamond Kings seem more detailed than last year's. As always, I look forward to the rated rookie subset. Every year, Donruss rounds up a good group of prospects, and 1990 is no exception. Oh, we could get the Bart Giamatti card in here. Topps. Does Topps arbitrarily decide to have off-seasons during even-numbered years? The 1988, 86, 84, and 82 sets were below average. A lot of people love those 86 and 84 sets. The 1990 release continues this pattern. The tacky psychedelic color scheme on the front borders quickly becomes tiresome, unless you like the tie-dye shirts in the 1972 Topps sets. Well, I don't disagree. 90 Topps is definitely 1990-ish, but I have an affinity, a nostalgic affinity for it. And I do love 90 Donruss, but I don't know if these designs stand up either. Very much of their time. cards. Got a 1990 rack pack. I picked this up at Burbank Sports Cards. Stickers on the back. And then we've got this 1990 Donruss. What is this? Just a brick of cards. Not a rack, not a cello, not a hobby, not a anything. It's just a brick of cards. This was in a package sent to me by our longtime listener, Ranger Donald. Thank you, Ranger. So I figure we got about the same amount of cards. Let's do this. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to pick a team. All 9 positions. Catcher, first, second, third, short, left, right, center, and a starting pitcher. All right, for each team. If I'm feeling it, maybe a DH. And then we're going to pit those cards against each other based on their prices. We'll find a winner. Let's get into this rack pack. Nothing crinkles like rack packs. About once a month now, we do our Crinkle and Rip series for those that love the crinkles. What I like about doing it this way is this is going to force us to take some interesting cards. This is how Ron Hasse ended up in one of our battles. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. We do have these rookies. You can choose one of these if you want. There you go. All right, we got ourselves Rick Reed, Keith Comstock, Willie McGee, Mike Boddicker, Steve Rosenberg, Rick Mailer, Marquise Grissom. Oh, that's an interesting price option there. Darnell Coles. Young Matt Williams, Mark Lemke, veteran Willie Randolph, Jay Tibbs, Gerald Young, Mark Grace Lake standout, we like that. And our first sticker, Giants. Continuing here, Cecil Espy, Andres Thomas, man. Oh, Robin Ventura, Frank DePino, Jose De Jesus, Kevin Elster, Mark Thurman, Tim McIntosh, Matt Winters, Randy Myers, ooh, those nasty boys, Corey Snyder, Todd Bensinger, Amy Navarro, Steve Petrosian, Kevin Romine, Marty Barrett, Ozzie Guillen, Luis Quinones, Joe Piscott, Alvin Davis, Jeff Brantley, Gary Pettis, Mike Marshall, Pete Harnish, Larry Anderson, Storm Davis, Melito Perez. I was just saying, I was just going to say, I don't think we have a catcher, but we do now. It's Bob Guerin. And speaking of Brian Hayes, there's his dad, Charlie. Speaking of Bobby Witt Jr., as we do around here a lot, there's Bobby Witt Sr. All right, set aside the stickers for later use. Let's go ahead and pick our team here. There's our catcher, possible outfielder. settle that catcher thing there. We got two up-and-comers. Bob Guerin of my Yankees and Tim McIntosh of the Brewers. McIntosh had not played yet. It's a matter of prospect versus kind of prospect. I don't know. I'm going to go with Bob Guerin. I'm a Yankee fan. I liked Guerin during that era. First base, Todd Bensinger or Alvin Davis. 1984 American League Rookie of the Year, or Red Sox turned red for the championship A's. Reds defeating the A's in the World Series. We'll go Bensinger. Second base, up-and-coming Mark Lemke, veteran Willie Randolph, veteran Marty Barrett, and Luis Quinones. It's Lemke. Let's see if we can get a prospect price. Let's go third base here. Matt Williams, Robert Ventura, Charlie Hayes. No to Charlie Hayes. This is interesting. I'm going to go Robert Ventura, but I might get cheeky. Gian, Elster, Thomas. Elster would be my choice, but if you know baseball in the late 80s, Matt Williams actually started as a shortstop. He was moved to third base. His first cards, look at that, collegiate All-American at shortstop. I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to put Matt Williams at short. Unfair advantage? You tell me. Outfield, McGee, Grissom. Those are the nose. We got left, right, center. And you got a veteran at this point, Corey Snyder. But you have Gerald Young, who in 1988-89, this range, a lot of people still thought he could do what he did, 65 stolen bases in 1988. I'm going to take a flyer on Gerald Young. Those ones. All right. One starting pitcher. There's our nose and our maybes. Cy Young Award winner. Navarro is not a bad outside the box choice. All right. Got a solid mainstay of the 80s, great pitcher, 20-game winner in 84, but I think he's a common by this point. You had Bobby Witt, more of a prospect in 86, had a couple good years, but 89 he kind of stepped forward, but I don't think his value is as high as a young Pete Harnisch now. Harnisch is about to go to the Astros in a big deal soon, but coming off a 5-9, 4.62 ERA season. Not a lot, you say, but we're going with April of 1990 prices. I think we might get a prospect price from him. Maybe. Okay. Let's get into the Donruss here. It's a Matt Williams kind of day. All right. You're looking about the same. All right, Matt Williams. Will we count the Grand Slammers? We'll see. Lee Smith. Another Alvin Davis. Ooh, Jim Abbott. Steve Bushell. Brent Smith. Rhino. Oh boy, that's a good one. Geronimo Baroja. Paul Molitor. Spike Owen. Melito Perez. A goddamn checklist. Oh, Howard Johnson. Kevin Mitchell. Andres Galarraga. Cal Ripken, oh no. Connie Lansford, Wally Joyner, Jeffrey Hack Leonard, Doug Drabeck, Tony Phillips, Alan Trammell, Brett Saberhagen, Dave Smith, Dave Steve, oh my God, Tony Quinn. I'd be flipping for this pack if this was 1990. I'd be picking up the telephone and calling my buddy and be like, I just got the greatest pack of cards ever. Ricky Jordan, and I'd be really excited about the Ricky Jordan. Well, we got a catcher, Joel Skinner. Barry Larkin, oh my. Wade Boggs, get the hell out of here. Walt Weiss, Mike Greenwell, Greg Harris, Alan Anderson, Pedro Guerrero, Doyle traded for John Smoltz Alexander. Bo Jackson says hello. Chet Lemon, Kurt Manwaring, Carlton Fisk, Chris Bosio, and Gino Petroli. Wow, 1990 Fleer. You just met your match, I do believe. Let's choose our catcher here. No way around it. It's Pudge, the original Pudge, Carlton Fisk. Let's go first base. Hmm. 1990 Ricky Jordan. He's still... I might go Jordan. Murray, Hall of Famer, but no. Wally Joyner is not the Wally World. Big Cat is not the Rocky Alvin Davis. Okay, this could be my mistake round. But again, the strategy is 1990 pricing. And Ricky Jordan is still an up-and-coming player. You wanted Ricky Jordan in your card packs. Going Ricky. Second base, no question, Rhino. Always love that Sachs card. I think one of the things I do really like about the 1990 Donruss is they had some really good photos for the time. They weren't quite upper deck quality, but they were fun. All right, we got Walt Weiss, Barry Larkin, Alan Trammell, Cal Ripken, and Spike Cohen. I think for me it comes down to Larkin, Trammell, or Ripken. The thing is, this would be my gut reaction. Trammell, similar to Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer, but at this point you weren't picking up a lot of Trammell cards. Cal Ripken, he's the Iron Horse. It's got value, but I gotta tell you, here's where I think it's crazy to not go with Cal in 1990. Larkin is not the mid-90s Larkin. And this 1990 season with the Reds going wire to wire kind of makes him more of a star. It's coming off a big 342 average season, but only 97 games. And I think I'm gonna go with the sure thing. Come back to that one. Could be giving Flair a chance. All right, Wade Boggs, Seitzer, Lansford, Hojo, Molitor. Hojo and Molitor and Boggs are really the choices here. Hojo's coming off a great 89 season. Big season, stepping forward there. He had a big 87 season, but 89 was when he was really the team leader there. Molitor, again, another Hall of Famer. But at this point, you're thinking he's winding down. The run with the Blue Jays and Twins is not something you think is going to happen. He's also DHing mostly now. He's an injured player, third. I still think you got Wade Boggs, big stats. Boston's not ready to push him out. Scott Cooper's nowhere to be found yet. Going Boggs. Okay. Gotta go Bo, maybe Greenwell. Junior Felix could have some juice. Maybe Barfield. Definitely Gwen. Man. Mitchell, Greenwell. Mitchell is coming off his season. He's an MVP. This is an MVP card right here. Not even a tough decision for me. Starters. Here's where we're going. You got the veteran, the dependable, one of my favorites, Dave Steve, but that's the thing, always overlooked. Saber Hicken, one of the greats of the 80s into the early 90s. He's coming off one of his odd years, even years, not as good. Odd years, good. He's coming off a big one there. Drayback, one of my favorites, but 1990 was the year he stepped forward, not 89. Jim Abbott, 12 and 12 season, 1989, but he is the feel-good story of baseball at this point. So, do you got the veteran coming off 23 wins, or do you got the younger guy carrying some 1990 juice? I'm going Jim Abbott. Okay. Did I make the right decisions? Did I make the right decisions? I don't know. We're going to find out. Okay. Let's go ahead and make the lineups. Flair on the mound. We're going to start with the pitchers now. Pete Harnish. Okay. Catcher Bob Guerin. First base Todd Benzinger. Lumpkin. Robin Ventura. I think Ventura's going to be key to the operation. Matt Williams. I don't feel as bad for putting Matt Williams at short now. Gerald Young. Marquise Grissom. Prospect Price might be key, and Willie McGee, who I predict will be a common. There's your starting lineup for 1990 Flair. Let's go Donruss. Jim Abbott. Carlton Fisk. Ricky Jordan. Ryan Sandberg. Cal Ripken Jr. Oh, I messed that up. That doesn't matter. White box. Eating his chicken and drinking his beer. Kevin Mitchell. Tony Gwynn. And Bo Jackson. And this is pre-injury Bo Jackson coming off that big 89 season. The All-Star Game performance. He's settling with the Raiders. It is a time to be a Bo Jackson fan. A good time indeed. All right. Let's get to it. first up, starting pitcher, Pete Harnish. We are banking on him having some 1990 prospect juice. Commons are 5 cents. 177. Well, he's not Ben McDonald, but his first Fleer card right here is worth 10 cents. All right, next up is Bob Guerin. 442. 442. Look at that. It's his rookie card. 15 cents. I knew I could count on you, Bob. All right. Future of the Reds at first base. Sorry, Nick Osaski. 413 for Todd Benzinger. Here we go. And our first common of the day. Benzinger. 5 cents. Okay. Mark Lemke. The Braves had found themselves another great prospect. 587. 587. He's listed 10 cents. 10 cents for Mark Lemke. All right, I think this is Fleer's biggest chance right here. Robin Ventura, rookie card. 550 for the college baseball star. And 50 cents. 50 cents. All right. Matt Williams, we cheated to get him there. And he's coming off 89. It was a great season. He was still learning. He's still a kid. 75. Let's go, Matt Williams. 12 cents. All right, Gerald Young. We're hoping he's like an 11-cent card here, 241. And that is a common. All right, you know what? We're going to go Willie McGee next here, 253. If this was 1985, we'd be in the money, I think. 253. Yeah, he is a common. If only we had picked up a Todd Seal. And here is Marquise Grissom. Got a cup of coffee in 1989. He hit 2 doubles. Weird trivia fact. I saw him hit one of those doubles at Dodger Stadium. All right, 347. And there we go. That's the big one, 75 cents. 75 cents. All right. It's always fun to see the mistakes I made. This card, 20 cents. I mean, Navarro. I just saw it right here listed. Made a bit of a mistake there. Okay, but hey, what are you going to do? Let's add it up and see where 1990 Fleer is. $1.87. It's not quite a murder, but 187 works here. All right, $1.87. Could be, it's not looking good for Fleer, but you never know. That's why we play the game. All right, let's go to 1990 Donruss right here. First up, Jim Abbott. I'm telling you, I think I took a chance and I'm going to pay off here. It's going to pay off. Jim Abbott, first Donruss card, 75 cents. I'm telling you, he was all the rage then. Carlton Ernest Fisk, 58, 10 cents. Donruss. Is that $1? It needs $1 too. Alright, Ricky Jordan here with a dog barking in the background. Nothing I can do. Ricky Jordan, 20 cents. 20 cents right there. By the way, I see Junior Felix, 35 cents. Keep that in mind. Alright, Ryan Sandberg. Ryan Sandberg, 12 cents. $1.17. All right, here we go. We're getting close. Cal Ripken, 96 for Cal Ripken, 15 cents. Let's look up the Barry Larkin. All right, let's see. All right, we're getting close. 68 for Wade Anthony Boggs. 25 cents. He's still got the juice. Do you like the juice? Because Wade Boggs has it. We're 30 cents away. 30 cents away. Kevin Mitchell, 98. MVP, 15 cents. Ooh. Okay. We're so close. We're so close. We're so close. 15 cents away. Here we go. All right, Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn. 86. 86. We don't even need to worry. It is a walk-off winner. 20 cents. 20 cents. 192, but now it's just a matter of seeing what we got here. And there we go. It was never in question. Bo Jackson, 75 cents. Big win. Big win. 267. My dog is excited and I kind of can't stop her right now, so apologies for that. Let's check some close calls here. Saberhagen, 89, 10 cents. Okay. Curious about Mike Greenwell, 66, 25 cents. That was a better pull than Kevin Mitchell. Junior Felix is at 35 cents. Matt Williams Grand Slammer, is that even listed in here? No. It's hard to say. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, Hojo Howard Johnson, 99, 10 cents. Paul Molitor, 103, 8 cents. Knew that. And this Barry Larkin, 71, 10 cents. We made the right call there. Alan Trammell, 1990, 8 cents. Seems to be the going rate for Hall of Fame Commons. 8 cents for Walt Weiss. Eddie Murray, 10 cents, a little more. Just check on the big cat there. 97. Common. Yeah, he's a common at that point. All right, there we go. Well, big winner indeed, and as we try to do here, if you lose, you got to sacrifice a card. 1990 Flair's got to sacrifice someone. And you know what? I put a lot of faith in him. He rewarded us. This is a sacrifice of honor for Bob Guerin, the Yankee catcher turned Oakland A's manager, who didn't help us bring us a World Series title. There we go. Big win for 1990 Donruss. Hope you enjoyed that. Above all, I hope it was relaxing. And, yeah, we might hold on to some of those cards. think you'll see this Bo Jackson in our collection again, just for fun. But there you go. We did it. Don't forget to like on the way out. It really does help. And we'll see you next time here on Sports Card ASMR.